Yo, what's good, everybody? It's Rocky here. Honestly, my voice, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I sure can. I can feel it as well. It's absolutely mad. Me and Gav have never done one of these before, where it's like literally right after the match. And honestly, I'm buzzing, man. But how are you? How are you, Gav?
Oh, mate, honestly, yeah, I think the fact we're doing one of these says it all, doesn't it, really? Oh, man, I can't imagine how you're feeling right now, obviously being at the ground when it happened. But
Mm.
I know we were obviously contacting each other, but usually we talk more through the game. But I barely heard from you, so I knew this was something different. This is like going back to the old days of Arsenal
Mm.
versus Man United. This was something special. So oh, buzzing, mate.
Oh,
Absolutely buzzing. That's been the word. Like people were texting me away after the game, and like that's just been it. That's all I've been saying to people. Buzzing. I can't really sum up any more than that. But
yeah, honestly,
amazing,
me
man.
too, man. Like, I can't put it into words. Like I put it on my Instagram when I made the post. I was like, I don't know like how I feel. Like there was so many emotions, like the VAR decision, and I was like, oh my God, that like was Eddie off? But then they were looking at Zinchenko, I heard. So there was so many thoughts going through my head. And then when we like got the news that it was actually a goal, I think that was it. That was it for me. I just went insane. I just went ballistic. Like I've never experienced the Emirates like that. Like we had the North London Derby, of course. We won that. It was insane. Yes. Liverpool was mad, but that because I just feel like that was the test. That was the one where, we've beaten everyone else pretty much. And that game where everyone was like, oh, United might do something, like piss off, man. We had this. Sorry, my cat's in the cut. But
That's how special this is, mate.
yeah,
Everyone wants
exactly.
to get involved, mate.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man. But yeah, you're 100% right. Like United have becoming, they still got a long way to go, but they've been a team finding their way again. You know, they beat your City and stuff like that. And like you just said, everyone kind of felt like this was going to be the big test. It felt like something was in the air. Like you saw, like Fergie was in the crowd, Beckham was there. It really
Mm,
felt like back in the day. Now I know I said
mm.
it a minute ago, but it really had that sort of vibe and when it was Arsenal United that were the big teams everyone sort of watched and was like, oh, I wish we could be them. And you tune in, even if you weren't a fan, you just wanted
Yeah.
to watch the spectacle. And
Mm.
it was a spectacle. That's the best word for it. It was
Yeah.
just for a
Honestly.
neutral,
Mm.
outstanding. I mean,
Yeah.
oh mate, yeah, I don't really,
Like
I,
we will look at this day, I feel like this cat's gone mad. I think we will look at this day specifically and we will remember it. Like Eddie scoring two goals. Like so many people were not confident with this guy and
me,
someone
and
who
me,
like yeah, I mean, a lot of people were not,
I
and
wasn't. Yeah,
that's
yeah.
understandably so. But I just always had that feeling like he was so young. People talk about Righty, and they want him to be Righty's level, but Righty came in when he was 28, and this guy's scoring at such a young age. He's broken records, and like today wasn't a surprise to me. Like he's so potent in front of goal. I know he missed the one before with the hair, but to get the win, man. Like the 3 points, like 1 point would have been annoying, but three, honestly, I'm just over the moon. I think you've cut out there. I don't know, but I'll just keep going. Yeah, it's unbelievable, man. Like this game was the one for the ages. I'm telling you. We'll look back on this. I'll be telling my kids this. Um, and yeah, yeah, yeah. You cut,
Bro,
out there, but it's cool. I was still going.
yeah, hang on, I'll try and do it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
all good.
yeah. I literally didn't hear anything you said after the word Eddie. So
Yeah, I was just saying,
it
no,
just
Eddie listen, he came in clutch today, and I think that's
mm.
about all we need to know. And, product of Hayland as well. My voice is gone, man. I don't even know what I'm thinking, bro. That what I witnessed was insane. Like, and
Mm.
where I sit as well in the North Bank on Block 5 is right by the corner flag. I'm like literally like row
Mm.
5 and I just stormed to the front, and that was honestly I've got no words. I've got
I
no words.
think, yeah, man. No, I get you. I think at first this game was just about beating United and proving a point that like you said, they were the next of the or the last of the big teams to try and beat. but it felt like this represent even more. There was the manner in how we won as well. The fact that they went ahead and then we came back, and then we went ahead and then we flopped again, but then we came back again, and there was no like King said in the interviews after, he said they, Arsenal just kept it. It was not acceptable to not go for the win, and
Mm.
that just, I guess, just sums up absolutely everything about Arsenal this season. I think if you could put everything into one game, that was it. We just do not give up, and doesn't matter who's in front of us, and it was just. And the funny thing is, like I think I said to you halfway through, I didn't particularly thought United played well. Didn't think they were that
Yeah.
great. I just felt
Mm.
like we weren't on it. I felt Martinelli was having a bit of a poor game. Ben White, obviously, Arteta made a decision at half time and took him off, and it made a
That was
difference.
good.
But
I think that was a good
yeah,
decision. Look, I think Simon messaged me as well. He was saying the same thing, and I'm thinking,
mm,
would Mikel do that? And he did. He made that reactionary thing, and it
yeah,
proved to be right. And what you said with Martinelli as well, he hasn't been on top form like he was at the start of the season, but Trossard came on and did a great
mm,
job on his debut as well with
mate,
Man United. Like he didn't score, but he that bit where he was dribbling at the end, I was thinking, oh my God, is he going to lose the ball? And then Zinni comes in, picks the ball up. Perfect, man. What a game. That guy, Zinni,
mm.
this guy, man, he's unbelievable.
Oh, mate,
Unbelievable.
mate. Like I had a few, I wouldn't call it doubts. I was just a bit worried about him getting left behind. Sometimes I lose his marker. I think I
Yeah.
had like one game I said to you, I felt, oh, he needs to step that up. But
Mm.
apart from that, I think he just symbolises Arsenal as a player. Like that
Yeah.
game symbolised Arsenal as a team, but as a player, Zinni. I mean, and it's also the winner's mentality. Like Arteta's so clever to bring him in. He's won stuff. He's won everything, apart
Yeah.
from Champions League. But he brings that. I think I saw some stuff afterwards on social media about he was saying at the beginning of the season, we want to be looking for the title, and everyone
Mm.
laughed him off. And now he's like,
Yeah.
no one's laughing. We're all on the same wavelength. So
Yeah.
yeah, just that. It's such a clever signing, and it's
Mm.
just insane how we can play that in midfield and then into the left back as well. It's just
Mm.
something that doesn't happen a lot. And
Yeah, there were
he was
times
so
when
so crucial,
There were
man.
times when he was playing like nearly up front, like this guy was just going ahead, just bombing, bombing, bombing. And it's just mad. It's just mad how like he's so offensively aware. I think there was one pass he made where usually, you know how you just go back to the keeper, you just play it
Mm,
safe. He turned around and he passed it on the wing. Do you
mm.
remember what I'm on about?
Yeah, yeah,
He
yeah, yeah.
turned around, he knew where the player was without even looking. And I think it goes back to Mikel at the start of the season and stuff, like saying and implementing, like he wants his players to know where his teammates are at all times. And Zinni on point today. Everyone
Mm.
played well, I think, apart from Ben White, but you're gonna have off games, and I think Tommy
Yeah, you
Cahill
can.
pressed well. Um,
Mm.
Great game, man. I'm buzzing. I'm really buzzing. Like
Yeah,
I feel something's brewing. 50 points. Arsenal's never gotten that many points in the Premier League. Like we talk about invincibles and stuff. Like this team, it's a shame we lost to United, but today's win was just unbelievable. My voice is screwed.
No, but do you know what, man? Yeah, it's a shame we lost, but I think sometimes you need one of those sort of things to happen to then get you to where you are now. Like, look how we treated today's match because we knew we lost.
Mm,
Even though we weren't on, even there was a bit of nerves. I think that's maybe what the sloppy passing came down to. Is a bit of a nervous time. We knew that City had won 3-0. It's like you say, they're the only team to beat us so far, but we passed the test. And I think it's just yeah, I'm out of words as well, mate. I
man,
haven't lost my
word.
voice, but I can't explain how nice it is as an Arsenal fan just to have that feeling again. It really, really
Yeah,
felt like I saw some clips of like when Henri scored when we won against United, that last minute header from the
yeah,
Abue cross. Sorry,
the
it
Emirates. Yeah.
just the Nketiah goal just felt well. For his first goal, felt like the header was practically almost the same, but the
Mm,
last minute goal just felt like the same thing again. It's like, oh, we've
yeah.
done one over United. It's
And
back in the day. It's just
he was I think Henri was the last person for an Arsenal player to score in the last minute as Henri. And that
mm,
14 shirt it was heavy when he first got that. Everyone was like, "Oh, I don't know," but come on,
Mm,
7 goals in 7 games for someone who's like what 22, like, bro,
mm,
like did if he he is staying on, but if we keep going this way and stuff, like, oh my God, like he can break records. Hopefully, fingers crossed. I don't want to hype him up too much, but I'm very impressed and. I think it's amazing, man. It's just amazing. Like yeah,
mm.
I'm lost for words,
I,
honestly.
I think it comes down to the depth side of things. Like you touched upon it with Ben White. When he comes off, Tomiyasu comes on, same quality, brings a different style. Same as in Nketiah. We haven't got Jesus at the moment, but we can rely on him,
Yeah,
and that's exactly what it is. Now we've got Trossard. If Martinelli's having a bad game, just whack him on, or vice versa,
exactly.
start him and then bring Martinelli on with a point to prove. Smith
Mm,
Rowe's back; he's got a point to prove. He can give Saka a rest at that point, or Odegaard, and that's what you need. That's what City have had for so long. They've had that.
yeah,
You can bring Foden on instead of Mahrez and vice versa. You can do all that, and we haven't had that. And
mm,
obviously with these new signings coming in, the Polish defender, potentially that other right back coming in.
yeah.
Hopefully we get a midfielder last minute. That'd be
Yeah.
great. But
I mean,
he's
yeah,
just ticking all the right boxes.
yeah, we really are like as you say, ticking all boxes and filling those gaps and holes and stuff, and we're really building that squad now. And there's no better time to do it. And in my opinion, God, I was watching Chelsea the other day and I thought Mudryk looked really sharp. He looked really good.
Mm,
But if Trossard's going to come in and do what he did today in times when we need him, and in the cup and stuff, I'm all happy for it. Like, listen, I'm happy that we're addressing multiple positions in one window than just getting one player
mm,
now and then worrying about the next 3 signings in the summer. Like, use that budget, that sum, that 100 million,
mm,
and put it in, the centre back Kiwior and Trossard and everyone like that, because look how well we're
mm,
doing. And I can't wait to see him play in Europa League and hopefully FA Cup by then. But yeah,
mm,
it was a different feeling, man. Like, so many
mm,
people were in the building. Even KSI was like pre-game. He was like on the touchline, and everyone was like, "Oh my God!" Like all the kids. Like, you could imagine if
mm,
your little boy was there, he'd probably go mad for him. Like, he's.
yeah.
It was just a different feeling today. It was really good. But
Yeah,
yeah,
and I don't even think we've ever really had that at the Emirates. There's been
yeah,
times where it's felt like it could go that way, but we've always sort of said it's never replaced Highbury, and it never will. We can always admit that, but sometimes things don't have to be replaced. They can just evolve. We can be
yeah,
excited about it and happy about it. So
mm,
the way it's going right now, oh, it's amazing. And
yeah,
just touching upon Mudryk again. Yeah, great player. He looks really, really good, but we knew that anyway. But he's in
mm,
a mess of a team, so There's only so much. Sorry, a player can do.
yeah,
I don't know how
yeah.
many wingers they've got. He's just signing silly players, or he doesn't really understand. And they're not silly players. I mean, they're all quality, but you have to have a reason for signing them. It feels like he's just ticking it off from somewhere he's seen on Twitter or something. Do you know what I mean? It's just exactly. Even your cat understands like that.
Yeah, she's
Brush that off.
incorrect.
You know what I mean? It's like it's like Chelsea flag off. But
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? But Arteta's a meticulous, and there's a reason behind it.
yeah,
What took 24 hours or something, wasn't it, for Trossard to come? That
yeah,
says all about a signing that wants to come to Arsenal, that wants to
yeah,
play, and
yeah. A lot of
he looked at
people. Yeah, a lot of people were saying like, "Oh no, like, oh, we're getting a player who's like throwing his toys out of the pram at a different club." But I think that's more because he wants to be somewhere where that they're really competitive, and I think he's got the ability. Look, he's got the same goals and assists as Martinelli this season,
Mm.
so he is definitely of high quality. But
Oh mate, he put
yeah,
three
man,
past Liverpool. You know what I mean? It's
yeah,
like,
exactly, and
um,
hopefully again he will do it as well at Anfield.
yeah, he
We still got
showed. Within 15 minutes, he showed exactly what he can do. Do you know what I mean? It's like a player that's willing. He wants to win something. He's got the Premier League experience. He's not afraid. It was like he's just swapped Brighton straight to Arsenal and like nothing ever happened. Do you know what I mean? And
yeah, yeah.
it's
It's
and that's
weird.
what you want. And
Yeah,
that's the risk with Mudryk. As much as he's amazing, he looks amazing, I should say. He's scored 7 goals in Ukraine, and he's a talent to look out for the future. But for 100 million, it's an absolute risk. Do you know what I
mm,
mean? Whereas Trossard for 25, and like you said, we could then use that money elsewhere. but we've got someone proven who's a little bit older, 28, which I still don't understand why people were having a problem with.
Yeah,
I
I
think
didn't as
it's
well.
we can't win a league completely
Yeah,
with
bro.
21-year-olds. That's all right. Do you know what I mean? It's like
Yeah,
we've got
bro.
Xhaka and Partey. We've got players in their 30s, so well, you need that mixture of depth and experience, and he's going to bring that. He can only help. So, oh mate, I don't know what's going on anymore. Arsenal, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just we've wanted it for so long.
Mhm.
God, the conversation me and you would have last season, and the
Oh
season
man,
before that,
season and the
you know,
season before that.
oof, honestly, man,
I
it's
know.
like we've seen the depths of hell almost. You know what I mean? We've been where it's been
You
so
deserve
bad,
it,
and
man. And City,
yeah,
just let us have it, man. Just 1 year, man. Even if next year we finish fifth, God forbid, or fourth, I'll be like, you know
mm,
what? We've had our time. We've got our Premier League back, and that's all I want. That's all I want to see. But with what
yeah,
we're building
totally.
now, I feel like it's more, visionary for the future as well. So I'm really excited. Like,
Mm,
when Liverpool bought their players, they weren't, as young, they weren't like 22,
mm.
21. And you look at these players and you think, God, they're monsters for their age. Look at Saka, man. His goal. Come
Oh,
on. I
mate,
saw it. I was like, that's world class.
that's
Unbelievable.
and it's just to have the balls to do it as well. You have to have
Yeah.
some confidence in yourself to do that kind of. Oh, mate, well, yeah, I couldn't believe it. I
Mm.
could, but you know, it's just.
Yeah.
I think before we used to be this team that would try and pass it in and this, walk it in all the way, like 30 different passes, then it wouldn't work. And the old Arsenal, even before, like earlier sort of Arsenal Wenger, you'd take a shot from anywhere. Do you know what I mean? Take it from
Yeah.
outside the box, hit an absolute smash, and none of this sort of tiki taka trying to mess around with it. And it was painful to watch at times, wasn't it? It was, but now it just kind of
Oh, you got an out, mate. You got an out.
oh, I don't know, mate. I can't even talk anymore. Like, I haven't lost my voice like you, but I'm just like mumbling my words because it's
Yeah,
just
I'm fucked, honestly.
it's
I'm pissed.
unbelievable.
Like, I'm done. I'm done. I'm
It is.
just
It's
thinking about what
like,
should I eat now. Like, I'm just looking at the time. I'm like, what's going on? Like, yeah, it's been a
yeah,
mad night, man. But yeah, I think I'm gonna round it there. Have you eaten
yeah.
tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah,
About dinner, I was watching it halfway through eating dinner, but
yeah.
I was going to say just a quick shout out to you guys on the last pod. Is yours gold? I caught
Mm,
up with it just after you put it through and that on YouTube. But yeah, great pod. I'm so glad you guys carried on with that. Oh, it's
yeah,
amazing. But we will get part two, and I will be there. But yeah,
yeah. That'll be sick.
amazing pod,
More
guys.
shirt pod soon. We appreciate the support.
Mm,
And we enjoyed
mm,
doing them. We know we love talking about the shirts and Arsenal, and obviously sprinkling in a bit of what's going on now and there's quite cool as well. Um, yeah, John's prediction was 3-1, and so is mine, but I'll take a 3-2 and those massive
no,
three
mate,
points at the end of it. So happy days,
absolutely.
man. Happy days. Yeah, man. My post that I put up, like, of the reel and just of at the stadium, has just gone through the roof as well. Like, everyone's just chatting. Like, I don't know what to say, so I just let everyone else take the reins. But yeah, man. But yeah, thank you all for tuning in. Thank you, Gav, for joining me as well. This was a bit of a mess of a
No,
pod. There was lag,
no, mate.
cats fucking
No.
screaming and lost voices. But we're here, man. We're enjoying the moment. And that shirt looks good, man.
Yeah, I finally caved in. I'm sure I said to was it on with Simon?
Yeah.
I'm sure I said I wasn't too sure in the home, but no, I'm starting to feel it a bit more now. So
Yeah, come on.
come on, man.
Come on.
So yeah,
All right,
but
cool,
I'm
man.
still not getting the pink one. I'm not getting the pink one.
Oh, come on, man. Fragile masculinity, man. What's all this about? I'm joking.
Uh,
I'm joking. Yeah, man.
oh,
Anyways,
mate.
bless. Thank you for joining.
Cool.
Thank you, everyone, for listening. And we'll see you guys again next week. Of course, we're gonna have a
Mm.
shirt pod. We don't know who yet, but we'll decide soon. We'll chat off there for about that. So, yeah. Cool, man. Peace out for now, man.
Cool. Peace.
Has it ended? Yeah.